What did the prince from Katamari say when they were playing Riichi Mahjong? You've got a closed half flush. 3 Han makes me wanna blush. With a Riichi, you could win so much. Unless you deal into the shadow realm. Oops. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. I always do that, dude. I nail the song parody and that's citation needed, but then I either get stuck on my chair and I can't click the BGM thing. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. How have we been playing lately? I'll just give it to you straight. Pretty awfully, okay? We need to be able to turn our luck around. We need to be able to throw away hands that we don't necessarily need. We gotta stop doing this arm motion because I don't know what that is. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. We have some business to discuss right off of the top, okay? The business that we need to discuss is I have been reading this Mahjong book called Awakening Your Mahjong Power. It's linked in the Discord. If you ask for it, it's in the pinned comments, but me or 5 other people will send you the PDF, okay? Oh my... I mean, we go for it, right? This is the easiest half flush of all time. Anyway, holy moly. I mean, what is this hand? I throw the door over. Oh! Excuse me? What is this? What is that? Am I throwing away the 2 next? Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, I've been reading Awakening Your Mahjong Power, okay? Apparently, and this is huge citation needed, it was written by a player in the 30s or maybe the 60s who never lost a game in 20 years of playing, earning the nickname the Mahjong Demon. Citation needed. I don't believe you. You didn't lose in 20 games. Nah, dude, this is a game of luck. There's no way that is even remotely possible, right? And it also looks like we're big mode racing right now. I mean, we can still get 4 little wins. We can still do a lot of damage with this hand. Holy moly. This is a ridiculous hand. Right Lord's going for bamboo tiles, making our earlier discards and potentially our future discards very, very sus. But, you know, let's just hope that it doesn't happen. Anyway, this book is nuts, okay? The chapter names are things like I'm a bad person and Riichi, the strong people and weak people. It is closer to poetry than it is an actual guide to Riichi Mahjong, but something did genuinely make me want to cry, and that was this one passage that was like, Riichi Mahjong is always about advancing, okay? You advance from Riichi to Sumo, from Sumo to Ippatsu, from Ippatsu to Uradora, and I was getting chills, dude. I was almost gonna cry. It's amazing. So amazing, woof, right? I don't know, it's nuts. He's talking about stuff where I can't discard this anymore. I actually can't discard this. The Right Lord is gonna run me into the Shadow Realm with it. And I also don't really want to discard the West Wind anymore because they could also be going for the West Wind. It looks like we're gonna be in a little bit of a shootout. Because I don't think anyone's gonna discard the green dragon in light of this Yakuman we got brewing up to our right? I'm like a meteorologist telling you where the storm is coming from. Okay, I mean, it's an amazing book. Some of the suggestions that he says to do are truly bonkers. Like, he's just advocating for tearing up shapes within your first discard. We're doing a little Furitan gaming, but if we sumo the green dragon or the 6 of the 6 of bamboo, we'll be incredibly happy to see that. Holy mo, what a starting hand to kick it all off with. Not a bamboo tile, please. Thank you very much. I mean, we're in Furitan. I don't think that we can even run if someone's willing to discard it right now, right? Let's see what happens. Were they waiting on the 6? Not even a little bit, but they did have the Yakuman. And that's why we don't tempt fate around here. Absolutely not. I think I'm only halfway through the book, so I don't have it all down pat necessarily, but what I want to try doing with my Mahjong play is keeping more honor tiles, because they're right. Like if you just have a floating 1, for example, if we have a floating 9, what's the difference between keeping that and a floating red dragon, right? If you draw into another red dragon, it's it's such a strong shape, you know? And you know what? Like, envision, and another thing that I want to do is like envision the best possible version of this hand. Not the hand that is the fastest way, but the fastest and the best way, right? So this could be pure straight half flush. We got so much stuff going for us. Maybe let's go for it. And you know how I don't like to call early? Like, I don't like to call early if the rest of my hand is in shambles. My man's advice was, you don't need safe tiles. You don't need safe tiles. You know what's fun about Mahjong? Dancing around, like, this is my words, not his, but like, dancing around danger. That's what's fun. The bad news for that, and just my play and this series in general, is that, how do you say this? I'm a coward. I'm like the biggest coward even imaginable. If someone calls Riichi, I definitely want to fold. Left Lord's got a pretty basic all simples. Look at this. Look, awakening my Mahjong power. Domain expansion, holding on to honor tiles, jutsu. I know it's a game of random luck, okay? Arguably made in this day and age to sell JPEGs of anime waifus, but I really love this game. I genuinely love this game. You want to know what I love about it? I love how unfair it is. I genuinely do. Because like, League of Legends is not life, okay? League of Legends is you're working in a daycare. Hang on. No, we don't chi that necessarily. I'm gonna throw this away and then keep this as a safe tile. League of Legends is you're babysitting 4 other maladjusted teenagers, okay? Riichi Mahjong is absolutely like life because it is unfair. It absolutely is. You weren't born into the Bill Gates family, you know? You didn't get dealt a blessing of heaven. So let's let's scrap it out for a Riichi Pinfu. I can chi this, right? Or I can pawn this. I think I can pawn this. I'm not sure that's the best move, but we're one 8 of circles away from a decent enough tenpai. We have to discard a tile that's very, very close to the Dora. I think I'm gonna go for it. This is at least Suji to that 4. I know it's very dangerous, but no one looks like they've got a good hand. Maybe a Crosslord has got something brewing up because they don't have all simples. Oh, you know what? They could have been waiting on their seat wind. But strong players will often discard it. No, I don't know. 6 of characters recently discarded. Let's do a little bit of flirting with death. Red Dragon, half flush, red 5. That's 4 Han. I think with enough mini points, that could be, yeah. Awakening my Mahjong power. As the dealer, you just got your entire lunch eaten. You just got your entire lunch eaten. And dude, this guy's advice, and I know I'm probably like, dude, I'm so easily influenced. This guy just offered me like my first beer, and I'm 14 years old. So I'm like, ooh, cool. Okay, envision the best possible version of this hand. What is that? It's like pretty bad, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna keep the honor tiles a little bit longer than I usually would. I'm like, I immediately started drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay, 1, 3, 5 is a very lovely shape as well. These honor tiles, I mean, even the North Wind and the West Wind, there's something to keeping them. And I'm not just yanking your chain here, okay? I'm genuinely not. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still need a 5th shape. Like, imagine that we draw into a Northwind and we end up on a 9 of characters and Northwind weight. Like, that's so strong, right? That's like unbelievably strong. So Red Dragon is now safe, but we're 1 away from Tenpai. There's also a 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku, which I will admit, I can admit when I'm wrong. In order to get better, I think I definitely need to start identifying my Sanshokus a little bit more, with a little bit more regularity, right? And this is, again, if you're halfway through a comment that's like, why did you miss the sanchoku in this hand? It's because I'm dumb, dude. It's because I'm bad and dumb. I have no other, it's not like I'm willfully, you know, missing the tiles. 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku is a definite possibility here if we draw the 4 or the 6. We have to go for at least the chance, and of course we're gonna Riichi Pinfu the Riichi Pinfu red 5. That's amazing. If we get a Ipats or anything, oh, okay, that, okay. I mean, at least we didn't deal into a cross lord. At least we just dealt into left lord. Okay, good. Moments before disaster. Photos taken moments before disaster. They were also saying a lot of the short sections were about like, hey, you know, 1,000-point hand is like stopping someone's 8,000 point hand. So technically, your hand is worth like 9,000 points, or like the difference between those, right? Like you get plus 1,000, they get minus 8,000. You're living large, and dare I say this, if I may be so bold, 1, 2, 3, 4, large and in charge. Look, that is not a discard I would normally do. There's also something, and you can tell that I'm genuinely very excited for the idea of like learning something new in Mahjong. We're 1 tile away from the 7 pairs Riichi of my dreams. Holy moly. There is something extremely interesting to the idea of like, there's just something very, very exciting to know that someone else plays this game. There are different ways to play this game. And I think we start, there's a chance we start pawning and cheating our way to the top as well, right? Like, especially if the Dora comes out, like we can definitely pawn the Dora. 9 of characters will be in Furiten Gaming. That's a little too zuzzy for me in this day and age. Can accept the red 5 into our hearts, into our hands. 5 of characters, absolutely not. That's not coming out in, anyway. I mean, arguably we could have discarded the green dragon. I don't know. 4 of circles. I mean, I guess I'll keep the 4 of circles. I don't know. The green dragon seems like a, you know, a fading dream. Call me a song from the Final Fantasy X soundtrack. Okay. So what happened here? They discarded 2 3s. Okay, we're folding, right? I think the 1 of circles is my safest bet. The 3 probably doesn't come from a 2-3-3 shape that easily, right? And that means they drew another one. I think they didn't have anything. So they didn't have a 4-5? Maybe this 3 came from a 5-6 shape? Holy moly. I could also call Riichi. No, it's also Suji to this. So, you know what? Let's sit in a little bit of Damaten. There's 2 Riichi sticks on the board. All the 4s are gone. You can't have a 3-4 weight. This is awakening my Mahjong power. This is the essence of gambling. This is a little bit scarier for me, because this could come, I mean, it can't come from a 6-7. I'm gonna go for it. I mean, sometimes, I mean, this is the point of the game, right? It's like putting yourself in risky situations. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong way to think about it, but the book I read to the ending, and it was talking about like, this is not to teach you like the rules of Mahjong, but to teach you how to get the right feelings in Mahjong. And I honestly wanted to cry. Like, it's just, I don't know, there's something really poetic and silly, but like the silliness even makes it more poetic, you know? I think games are genuinely like really important. And I don't mean like, you know, this is ammo so that you can stay holed up in your room slamming solo queue day and night. No, like, but games in their best sense bring people together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. These are our 5 shapes probably. Maybe a double pair weight at the very end. 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku potentially is in the cards. Okay. I mean, it's not bad, right? He's even talking about stuff like, you should call Riichi there just to energize the table. And I was like, no, you shouldn't. That doesn't make any sense, dude. You are off the rocker right now. You're going way out of pocket, my friend. And at the same time, I love it. I absolutely love it. 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll throw away the 6. I mean, is the 5-6 shape better than... No, because we need this as a triplet. Otherwise, we have way too many pairs in our hand. Sure, I'll do one of these. It strengthens our 2-2-4 shape. This is fine. Could this also be an all simples joint? I gotta stop saying that word. One, it's gonna get me in trouble from the algos, and two, I sound like such a nerd when I say it. Okay, a crosslord calls the Riichi. What can we do in this situation? Well, we can definitely push with the Northwind, not give him the easiest Riichi pots of all time. Very hilariously, the 5 of bamboo seems safe with this 2 and this 8 discard. Maybe I just fold with the West Winds. The thing about folding with the 5 of characters is that if a 2 of circles comes out, like, we can navigate ourselves into a 7 pairs hand, but I don't know if that's correct here. I genuinely don't know if that's correct. This hand seems a little bit too far away, right? Like, I think that you should try to always advance when you can, but not at like huge danger. And that's a very dangerous tile. Wow. I don't know what any of this is, okay? The book did not mention anything about physics, okay? It's a 4-7 weight. The 8 came from a... Oh, interesting. It came from just like a 5-6. I mean, that's not a shape that people call Riichi with a lot, right? But wow, this hand, holy moly. The 8-9 is not very good. Dude, I think there was even like a little like added wisdom. 6-7-8 mixed triple sequence, maybe about like cutting off the weakest parts of your hand early. I know we're breaking up a shape right now. I'm just gonna try it. Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we should have kept it for, because if we drew a 7, that would be great, but it cannibalizes one of our weights, dude. And look at this, we drew into a nice little 8 of bamboo as our pair. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can probably envision something, a 5, 6, 7 sanchoku around this. Oh, dude, I'm seeing the Matrix right now. Okay, there was nothing we could do about that, but for a moment, I saw the Matrix. If you even got a little bit hype with me, you are legally required to leave a comment. That was like, I did feel like my heart was touched during that moment. Okay, what is this? This is a half flush hand. If I'm like, okay, it's less of a half flush hand now, and this is close to the Dora. It's less of a half flush hand now, but it's still possible, dude. Like, the best version of this hand is a half flush. Okay, it is no longer that. 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence? No, we're a long ways away from any sort of sanchoku. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are our 5 pairs, or our 5 shapes, excuse me. Dude, I don't know. I could become a modern day Mahjong demon. That has a nice ring to it. I'll write my own book. That's like chapter number 1, song parodies. You want to get good at Mahjong? First, you have to embody the artistic meaning of Mahjong. Go out there right now, learn a Billy Joel song on piano, and replace all the keywords with Mahjong terms. Then, only then will you be able to read on to chapter 2. Okay, an 8-8-9 shape, that's not bad. It definitely strengthens us. Keeping some honor tiles in our back pocket just for funsies. Right Lord discarding a 6-7. Maybe they're in their shadow realm, or maybe they're not going for circle tiles. We don't know yet. We should try to absorb some information that's on the table. 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not the sanchoku that we wanted, but it might be the sanchoku we deserve. So if we draw another white dragon here, what do? Do we discard the 3s? No, we need a pair. I mean, we could discard the 8 and then the 9-9. The 8-9-9 seems pretty weak out of all of our shapes. Like, we're replacing this shape with another one, right? Honestly, if we drew another white dragon here, I don't know what to discard. Probably this pair of 3s and then this 8 eventually. I have no idea. It's genuinely very interesting. Let me know in the comments what you would discard. Some of my fondest moments in the Discord have been like when people post, what would you discard here? And I've been known to instigate some of these conversations myself. Like, hey, this is a screenshot from a game. What would you discard here? Because there's all the information afforded to you, right? And we should definitely throw the white dragon there. Okay, at least it's safe. But them throwing the white dragon all of a sudden means that they probably have some kind of movement in their hand. We could keep this just in case. Someone really thinking about it? No. And those are always fun because like you get to see all the points, you get to see what round it is, you get to see the state of someone's hand. Yeah, look at this. Maybe a little bit punished here with not keeping the west wind, but now it's definitely a safe tile, so, or it's most likely a safe tile, like 99% a safe tile. Interesting. Okay, we can eventually call Riichi on a double-sided weight, but this is a very, very late Riichi. I mean, a Cross Lord has started to discard some good stuff, and so has Right Lord. They discard the Dora. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, if we want to think about this game in a little bit more of a poetic sense, and this is half Suji, but they discarded a 6. Dude, I'm too scared. The 6 could come from a 5-6-6 shape. Like, I have no idea. We can maybe pivot our way down to an all simples kind of experience. At least the 7 is known to be safe. It's a little bit scary. So if they cut the Dora and they are in Tenpai, don't get me wrong. That's like horrible news for us. I think I cut the 9s here. I'm not sure. Almost all the 8s are gone. All my apes gone. But if you crush someone's dreams while they're in Tenpai, like you might have given yourself a little bit more momentum going into the next round. You know what I mean? Do I actually believe in that? No, but I think that there's some merit to crushing someone's dreams entirely. Okay? 3 and the 9 have been safe. I mean, we're not gonna get into Tenpai here, so I think I'm just gonna. I would love for a chance to get into Tenpai before the end of the game, but I don't think that's going to be possible here. Yeah, even with that 9, no, we're not going to do it. All right, people were waiting on circle tiles. I couldn't necessarily tell. They had no valid hand. They maybe were dreaming about a half flush, but couldn't get there due to that red 5. Right Lord waiting on a double pair weight with a pure double sequence. That's not bad. Sitting in Damaten, though, I wonder how long they were doing that and whether or not that was a good idea necessarily. Dude, envision the best version of this hand with me. Full flush, half flush, circle suit. That's it. I don't necessarily, like, we can keep the 1-2, but like, how good is the 1-2? You know what I mean? Like, how good is that? Answer me honestly. The 7 we could honestly chi there as well. It's not bad to complete our 6-8 shape that way. It's a little bit trickier here now that we've gone into our now that we've completed our 2-3-4 shape. It's a little bit more awkward. Oh, am I just too scared to call this? It's the Dora. I mean, this at least represents a strong hand. I don't know if that means anything though. Like, Left Lord has to be very, very desperate here because they are the dealer. This is their last chance as the dealer, and it clearly looks like they're going for something in the bamboo suit. The fact that they're discarding a 9 of the Dora so early means that they've given up on a valuable hand and instead are just trying to win with an efficient hand. An efficient hand in this case could mean something in the bamboo suit as well, because at least they can open their hand for a half flush or something along those lines, right? And look at this. We have been kissed by the tiles today. This is an amazing turn of events. Another copy of the Dora. Don't mind if I do. Sure, I'll keep this Eastwind a little bit longer. I mean, we could even go for the full flush here. So the reason that I'm like, envision the best version of this hand, and it happens to be working out right now. I don't know if it's just because we're getting lucky or what. Whoa, they're starting to discard bamboo tiles? That's a little worrying to me. They could just be going for a very normal hand, and they just got extremely unlucky. So we could deal in with this, but I don't know. I like holding on to it and making them sweat a little bit more. We could draw into another one, but now pawning this doesn't necessarily get us there, right? No, it does not. And we have like a 4. I don't know. I don't know here. But like, would you really be happy if we got into Tenpai and we were waiting on the 3 of characters? Do you know what I mean? Like, that is the question that book poses. Like, would you really be happy with a bad weight? I don't think you would. I don't think you would. So let's cut the bad weights and then schmoove towards Valhalla together. My words, not theirs. Okay. They call it Riichi. We couldn't win it anyway. They were also willing to cut the Dora. They're sitting in Damaten with just a seat win. Fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. We advanced the game. They're incentivized to do so because they're in third place. Okay. Sanchoku chances. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shapes in our hand. No album out. 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku is definitely a possibility. I know we should probably be keeping our honor tiles a little bit longer. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Sure. This is an okay shape. It's not amazing. Do I pawn this? What are my pairs eventually? I think that's our move because now we want to pawn either the 7 or the 8. Dude, I'm genuinely starting to feel like I was just like reborn and I'm playing Mahjong in a very new and exciting way. Cause like, I don't know if I would have made this call necessarily, but a lot of the book is like, no, if this is the first discard, if your C1 is the first discard, like here are some reasons why, or here are some situations where you should call. So let's make our way down into Tempa. And he was talking about like oh my God, that's the Dora. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even notice. Okay, probably there should be a chapter that's just called Noticing the Dora. I would honestly add that in there. Oh, this is amazing. I mean, we could even, if we draw another red dragon, we can even go for all triplets. Like, he was talking about the point of Riichi Mahjong in his mind is not to get a sumo Hanemon, sumo Baimon hand coming back. He said the most enjoyable part of Mahjong for him was okay, I know this is bad, like we could set a Suji trap, but this way if we draw into a 4 of circles, we could upgrade this into a double-sided weight. Do we pawn the Dora here? I mean it's all triplets, it's not terrible. I mean, but it is a honky tonky weight, right? And I don't necessarily love the honky tonky weight. I would rather be cloaked in the shadows a little bit, right? What were we saying? Oh, he was like the most enjoyable version of Mahjong for him is playing and winning a 1,000 point hand while 3 other people have called Riichi. I mean, this is an inside Suji trap. Like, this is pretty decent. If anyone's paying attention, I've discarded a 3 and a 9 at this point. Like, the 6 is relatively safe. Now, things become a little bit... Yeah, okay. So this is what I was scared of. We're a little bit Furitan gaming right now. Like, maybe I should have considered that as I was doing this. I don't know, dude. I genuinely don't know. Now I'm like, how am I going to get myself out of this bucket of syrup? I'm Furitan gaming. Maybe I pawn the Dora now and I just go for a honky tonky. Wait. Oh man, this hurts. So should I have kept the 3? Like if I kept the 3, I would have been at a 3-5 shape or a 3-5-7 shape. Is that true? No, I would have just had a 3-5 shape, but the 3-5 shape wouldn't have landed me in Furitan. That's the difference. Okay. Yeah. Keeping the... I mean, I don't even know, dude. So that situation is probably, and by probably, I mean definitely a teachable moment. Like, I should be wary of Furitan and try my best to keep myself open to new stuff, like to new weights. If I have to shimmy down continuously, I have to shimmy down. At least with the 3, I could have drawn into a 2, and I don't know. At least we would have still had a double-sided weight. Sumo, all simples, red 5. Okay, I'm the dealer. I have to pay a little bit more. Unfortunately, we've lost first place because of some, I'll say it, some zuzzy play by yours truly. Some zuzzy play. That's not great. Okay, what are we looking at here? We have 2 red 5s is the problem. Okay, I think the best version of this hand is a 4-5-6 mixed triple sequence. The rest of the hand can do whatever the rest of the hand wants to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we can even keep this Northwind and this Green Dragon as part of the honor tile strategy. The 8-9 shape of characters is our worst shape by far. If we keep drawing honor tiles, like I will, or excuse me, if we keep drawing character tiles, we could legitimately consider the possibility of okay. That's interesting. We could legitimately consider the possibility of the half flush. Now it's looking less and less likely. 5, 6, 7 sanchoku. I mean, it's not impossible. We probably don't cut the Dora here, right? If we draw another Dora, I should have been paying attention to what the Dora was. Because we need a pair in this hand anyway. If we draw another Dora, we'll be happy to cut this like 8, 9. Wow! I don't know what to do here. I'm honestly not sure what to do there. Probably a moment of weakness. Cutting the 5 is okay. If I'm keeping this, then why am I not cutting the 8, 9? I don't know, dude. That's a great question. Arguably, I'm going for the half flush, but it doesn't. I don't know. The half flush even here doesn't seem that good. Maybe we would open up our hand if we can chi into a 7, 8, 9. A crosslord calls the Riichi. I'm having a hard time like feeling good about this hand. Left lord in the shadow room, by the way, only discarding circle tiles. Kind of amazing. Sure, I'll throw a 7 of circles. If a 5 of circles reveals itself to be safe, I mean we need some incredible luck to be getting rid of these tiles, right? How many 4s are gone? Not that many. How many 3s are gone? It doesn't even matter. This person has the tile flow. They definitely have the tile flow. Do I really believe in it? I don't know. Did they hit 3 aura? Oh my god, they hit 3 aura. Are they the dealer? No. Okay, so first place might be a little too far out of reach, but we can fight for second for sure. And maybe, I don't know. South 3, South 4. We won't have another chance at the dealer seat, so we got to swing for the fences if we're, oh my god, I wanted to get rid of this tile, but it's the thing that we drew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 blocks in this economy? What is even the best case? 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8 sanchoku? I don't like that. 7 pairs? I also don't like that. A Riichi only hand? Like this hand. Okay, the Dora is the 7 of bamboo. That gives us a little bit of possibility, right? That at least opens us up to some kind of 6, 7, 8 sanchoku. Some shenanigans are available with this hand, but the chance for shenanigans is not very high. I hate to be your weather forecast person telling you that. I would much rather tell you, go outside, the shenanigan chance is unbelievably pogged. And I'd probably get fired afterwards for being like, why are you saying words like pogged? You know, like people are watching. 3, we don't necessarily want this. I mean, 1, 2, 3 sanchoku as well? Maybe we should have kept that and thrown the 5. I'm not joking. Like, let's see if we get punished. We don't, and we draw the Dora. Interesting. I know I'm taking a lot of time right now, but I'm trying to see the tiles differently. Am I going on a spirit quest right now? Have I accidentally ended up in a yurt at Coachella doing some illicit substances? What is going on here? What is going on? What are our shapes here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 5 can go. This 5 can definitely go. That's 6 of characters I would have loved to see in our hand, but unfortunately it doesn't pan out. Maybe we should have thrown the red dragon there. I'm honestly not sure. Because like say we had drawn a 4 of circles, maybe we just get rid of the 5 and the 7. Right Lord calls the Riichi. This hand is not very valuable. Surely we do not push with this. The reason that I'm cheating the name of my autobiography is because like there's a chance for us to end up in Tenpai as well. 6, 7, 8 sanchoku also still available to us, although it's really, really unlikely with this 5 of characters that we have. I guess you really gotta, I mean, this is Tenpai. It's not a valid hand, but at least we can end the game in Tenpai. Also, if we draw into a really dangerous tile like the Dora or like something else, we can just straight up bail. Both the 7 and the 8 of circles are safe here. That is not a safe tile at all. Okay, here we go. It's bailing time. It's absolutely bailing time. We give up on the 5, 6, 7 mixed triple sequence because, you know, we're throwing away. Maybe we should throw away the 8 first, just in case we draw into some more circle tiles. Don't know. keeping this as a safe tile. I don't know if that's the best thing to do either. We're happy to see that they're willing to drop a 4 of circles. That means that the 1 of circles is Suji Gaming. That's not a safe tile though. And I know I paused a little bit just to see if it was, but it's genuinely not. Okay. I mean, do they just die? No, they don't. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. They're at 0 points. They can't even call Riichi. They're sitting in the dealer's seat. Oh, it's pitiful. Oh, it's a pitiful sight indeed. Am I going for orphans here? What is this? Am I going for a... I don't even know. This hand is not very good, but we need literally any winning hand. Any winning hand gets us into second place. So we need to play sharp here. Edward Sharp in the 7 pairs. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. We could have gone for no, going for orphans is a terrible idea, Yusong. We need like any winning hand. So we don't want to go for a Yakuman that has a very low chance of winning. Ever consider that one? Okay, what honor tiles can we use? We can use, I mean, the West Winds we can use because we have a pair of them. The only other one that we can really use is this green dragon. Okay. You know what? All simples, right? All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we can't do all simples. I mean, the seven of characters makes all simples so enticing, and it might still be correct to go for it. We can't pawn that. That would destroy a lot of the shapes in our hand. Oh man. You know it and I know it. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. But you know and I know that you know and I know that someone's waiting on the green dragon just to slurp up my hand with something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this hand is really bad. I think we're supposed to get rid of the West Winds and go for all simples. I'm not joking. I'm genuinely not joking. The red dragon in this economy. Go ahead. Okay, it ends up passing. I don't know. This hand needs so much elbow grease. 5, 6, 7 mixed triple sequence, a distant possibility, but still a possibility. Maybe we should have cheated that 7 of circles earlier. I don't know if that was necessarily an opportunity for us to begin with, but Right Lord starts pawning. That is a terrible sight. Yeah, this is a terrible type of circumstance. Maybe our other hope is that Right Lord deals into a Cross Lord, and then we get a nice little second place out of that. Sure. Welcome to the darkness. We're going for all simples. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think that we should be precious at all with how we're playing this. Sure. I think we gotta go, right? Like we have to race here, and we're not gonna get 4th place. We're just not gonna get 4th place. So we go for it. And look, kissed by the tiles. At least with this, we can draw into a 4 of circles. I know there's not a lot of 2s left, but it's still a possibility, right? We can chi into a 7, discard this, and be on a double-sided wait for all simples. I think it was definitely right to go for all simples here. Holy moly. Okay, that doesn't necessarily get us there. And I don't even know if that's that good, because it's actually a dangerous tile. I'm pretty sure we press the chi button no matter what, though. If a Crosslord's discarding a good tile, we press the chi button no matter what. 9 of circles, sure. I don't think anyone's waiting for the 9 of circles right now. We take whatever tempai we're given right now, right? But we ended up fighting for it, and I think it was really good for us that we opened our hand and went for all simples there, because I don't think I would have done that yesterday. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. It's starting to... If this video touched your heart, and I don't mean that because of the ending screen that we see right now, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. -2, that's okay. Even Rocky had to train, right? Let's go back into the logs just to look a little bit, just to see if we can't do any judgment. Well, let's just take a peek. But if this video has touched your heart a little, you gotta leave a like and a comment, okay? I don't make the rules. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Your company is very meaningful to me. I'm like honored that you would spend your time like this. We navigated into a great hand here, but we're inferred then. They have some green dragons. I mean, it's not like we're discarding the green dragons. What else could we do? The 7, 8, 9. I mean, early on, could we have kept the other 6? I mean, it is the Dora, but we were going for the half flush, and we drew the right tiles. Arguably, we should have kept whatever honor tile that we threw down. Like that white dragon, I mean, the 2? No, the 2 is way better than an honor tile. Anyway, okay. Not sure if we can learn anything from there. You are willing to throw a white dragon in this instance, or a red dragon in this instance. It's very scary. I've got the world's most obvious flush going on. For what? 1 on? No. No. I'm going for it. Can't you sense the danger? I dealt in here, but this is... But I started seeing the matrix. I genuinely started seeing the matrix with this hand. I threw the 4, right? Because I'm trying to get rid of my dangerous tiles early. Yeah. Luckily, we deal into left lord and not a cross lord. A cross lord's call on the door is very, very scary there. So you called a Riichi and it was chased. You called a closed Riichi. It's not a terrible idea because you were the first one to do it. But it gets chased by the dealer, who has a double-sided weight. Oh, and they are the dealer. I mean, that's just like a game of luck, right? That's just like a game of luck. Okay, right lord has called a Riichi. You are in Tenpai now. All that needs to happen is 1 tile needs to pass. And you have a nice double-sided weight. Do you call Riichi on this? What? Why not? You think that this is safe enough to throw? Because you see 3 of the 6s. I don't know if I love that, dude. I don't know if I love that. You had Tenpai. All you had to do was make 1 tile pass. I mean, it's not like the 4 is that... I mean, the 7 is definitely safer, but there's still the chance, you know? I don't know. This was a weird shape to call Riichi in. Wow. So, the 7 was their pair. They're waiting on a 5-6. I guess the 8 does come from a 5-6 if you close your eyes and ignore the 7s here. And all the 6s were technically... I mean, they had the last one. Okay, interesting. I don't know. Chasing the Riichi doesn't feel that bad. It's really hard to say. It's really, really hard to say. Because you have a good hand. Riichi, Pinfu, Red 5 Dora. As the dealer, that's at least a fake Mangon. Okay, what happens here? You deal in. I mean, you're just stuck in the shadow realm here. This is a situation where I'm like, what is your starting hand? And could you have played it differently? So you keep the pair of the 1s for sure. I mean, 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. I don't even know. I don't know what you go for here. But you need to call a Riichi, right? Like, oh, what's the best version of this hand? It's really, really hard. You can't exactly go for a flush or anything. 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. Maybe your best bet. I'd probably throw the East Wind. Yeah. Okay, that's not a bad tile. I think that in this situation though, you throw the 2. So the reason that you throw the 2 is because like amassing honor tiles is really, really powerful. Like, don't you want points? Don't you just want points? What happens if you draw another green dragon or another south wind? Like, really? You're gonna be happy if you get into a Tenpai waiting on a closed 8-9? I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be happy about that. You draw into something that improves the 8-9. Oh man, they just drew some terrible stuff. Yeah, they just drew some terrible stuff right now. Throwing the 2 is also weird. I mean, 3 pairs in a closed hand, I can kind of see what they're doing. But a floating 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, don't you want to keep the floating 6 just in case you draw another 5 or something? Like, there's definitely a few misplays here and there. Don't you want to keep that 6 in case you draw into a 6, 7, 8? I mean, they called Riichi at this point. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, and this is a, you know, everyone's just trying to win right now. And there was nothing we could do about it. We tried really, really hard to get into Tenpai. We tried really, really hard. We tore up our West Winds to go for all simples. Maybe our mistake here, and arguably, was to not throw the West Winds earlier, to just not recognize that this is an all simples hand. But can you blame me for the state that this hand is in? Like, we're trying our best to get maximum tile acceptancy, right? Like, we're just throwing away all of our honors and terminals. Dude, we could have had a Nagashi Mangon if we had kept going down this path. I need to make sure my camera's on during the loading screen. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, new videos every day. And I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. I hope to see you there. Link is in the description. We're playing Mahjong on Mondays, Yakuza on Wednesdays, and Nancy Drew on Fridays. It's a hell of a lineup. You can also join us in the Discord or the VODs channel, link down below. I hope to say hi to you there, okay? Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.